What do we got going on here? Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. Yum. What is that? Ooh, take it. Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out. It's ominous. $8.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands.
Look inside.
She's used to camping out. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Shine your flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
Lieutenant peeks in over your shoulder. Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine.
A notebook.
It's a leather
Take
notebook. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately.
All right.
Right now.
Okay, so Ruby didn't do it. It's kind of what we suspected, but we don't know who did it.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around.
Examine the
Back
cover.
pocket. It's made of full grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name.
The more I think about it, the more I'm starting to think it was Renee. He worked for Everett. Everett wants a war, wants a reason to, he wants to escalate things. This would escalate it. Lely was probably the mercenary who was the most vulnerable because of his relationship with Kasia.
This was important to her when it was still hers.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages
Study the handwriting.
have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and
Flip
in
through the pages.
margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry.
What kinds of
We'll learn a lot
logistics?
from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis. She was going through a tough time. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You
How
smell
far back
traces
do the
of
entries go?
betrayal. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one
What did she
is
write the day
indispensable.
Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect
Anything
to
about La Puta
understand all of it.
Madre?
That name isn't
No
mentioned.
mention of
as
La
far
Puta
as you can
Madre.
tell.
What about this M? Could this be La Puta Madre? Here, March 9th
Read the
and
entry.
March 15th.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Did M call her personally? Why? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. You didn't follow through. You should have shot her in
This
the
is a
head.
coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking.
Read the entry for March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. The call was a courtesy. He must have held her in high regard to personally tell her he knew about her plan to run drugs.
What's the
for
most recent
competition.
entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have
Lieutenant
been
taps on the page.
framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting? He thinks. Very rarely does
If she
anyone
didn't do
actually
it,
get
then
framed.
maybe it's good we didn't catch her. Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs.
His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We
He
have
frowns.
no reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us. Especially if she has...
Then who do you
contacts
think
with
killed the
master.
merc?
Claudia was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from
No one heard the
herself,
shot.
or maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get
Okay. Alright, well, we've got another level up. And we're going to put this one in reaction speed, because that was the other one we were debating getting. There we go. Okay. Huh, I thought we were about done, but no, I don't know. It's just a halfway point, maybe. We do know that things are probably going to come to a head between Joyce and Everard. And the mercenaries probably too, so things are definitely going to be different, I assume, when we come out of here. Did I not get these? Must have not got those when I was coming back through here. Got them now, though. Okay. Okay, alright. What are we gonna do? Inspect Claudia's buoy. We forgot to do that. We can go do that right now. Or at least look for it. And... call your station. Turn to the whirling rags. Okay. Alright, well, let's keep going. Play for another hour or two. See if we can get to the end. Or, I don't know, if we get to a point where I just can't stop playing, which is kind of what I'm at right now. We'll just keep going until I can't go no more. We're looking for the buoy at the moment. I'm still waving my gun around. Oh, that was so epic though, how we got the critical roll. I'm so happy about that. The odds. You know, I mean, if you roll poorly for so long. Could this be the buoy Claudia told you about?
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
That over there must be the boy Klaas you told us about. The one she hid her passport in.
Pick up the buoy.
We should take a look.
You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut.
Examine the plastic ball.
The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction.
Shake the buoy.
Very unsafe.
There's something in there.
Sniff the buoy.
Splashing around. It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast. Salt, industrial slop and decay, and just a dash of hard liquor.
Open the buoy.
Yum. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae, and nothing else.
Well done.
I mean, like it's still here. A little longer and it would have been floated away.
We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here.
Did she, like, follow us here? And get it? No documents. Who do you think took them? Lieutenant taps his foot, frowning. This is a minor quirk. We know what was in the buoy anyway.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Nothing
Must have been
important
Clausia's
like-
enemies, which means she's in danger. Maybe Clausia took them herself.
That may very well be the case. We should keep an eye on her. Nothing more for us to do here. Let's go.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that's because we didn't do that. You know, when we were talking to Ruby, it crossed my mind that we had forgotten to look for the documents, but I wonder what we would have found out. Okay, so now we're headed to... Well, we got reaction speed, so I know it's a bit, you know, ill-timed, but I suppose we might as well go do this. Just notice that statue right there. It's like a person holding up that thing, column, pillar. Hello.
Welcome back.
I have other reaction speed stuff, right? Reaction speed. Trying to remember what had reaction speed. These did, and was that the only thing? I think so. We're just gonna go for it. Catch the silver bird.
Welcome back.
This game. It gave us that one critical roll, and then, you know, everything else. That, you know, whatever. I don't want to catch the silver bird anyway. That didn't open up into the other things, did it? Like it did before. No. Okay. Oh, we can't fast travel anymore. Interesting. We found Ruby. Do you want to know about that?
Our Canada policeman.
Is Joyce still here? Because we were supposed to, like, not have anything to say with her again, right? Oh, she's here. I guess we can still talk with her.
You're back. Good.
What can I help you with?
Interesting. I don't know what's going on. I still can't fast travel? I don't know. I feel like that's supposed to mean something's gonna happen on our journey over there. Let's save it.
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. You are prepared. Don't put away your friend. Your weapon. The barrels of your Villier's 9mm pistol shine threateningly in the cold
Kim,
spring light.
there's danger. Up ahead.
Yes, I hear commotion.
I'm ready to do this.
Good. Be ready to take damage.
We'll leave it right there. Oh, the lorry guy's gone.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Who's that?
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through.
And there's Lizzie.
All
There's
right.
Gart.
Shut up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something
He's
very
dangerous.
wrong with him.
Lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower.
Got like just an overwhelming respect for Titus right now.
Peaceful.
Who's that? Oh shit, I didn't even see this guy over here. Wait, there's a third one? It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
We're out of time. This is... What do we do? The big one is the mercenary at the gate. The scab leader. Stop! This is the police. Oh, man. The big one is the mercenary at the gate.
If this turns into a firefight,
He nods.
we should take
What
him
do we do?
out first. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
We're out of time. This is...
The Mercenary Tribunal.
Stop! This is the police. Get between them.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
I think he's calmed down a bit. No, he didn't. He's about to open
Okay.
fire.
Getting conflicting reports here. No, he's calming down. I can talk to him. He's just about to snap. So which one is it? Who's right?
He is. I was wrong. What? Fuck!
The voice from beneath the helmet interrupts your thoughts. You only make out the last word. Easy now. No one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone
Yes, they
to
did do
see.
that. You're not wrong.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first.
Oh, this is
Under his skin.
tense. So that was a medium success of 10. So they're both 10s. I think that's how...
I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your
My composure's pretty good.
in here. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Okay. Who is that? Point to the man. I didn't know you had a third guy. Listen, they didn't do it. They're all drunk. Look at yourselves. You're all drunk. The Wild Pine rep does not approve of this. Think of an argument. Talk about the hanged man. Okay. There's Claudia. She can explain this. Oh, shit. Stand there quietly, hoping nothing bad happens. I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
The armored woman smiles a vicious smile.
All of you cunts inside out.
The killer?
The gunner, the raddest, the killer.
He gestures towards himself. The raddest is the woman, and he's the killer. Okay.
What do you think he does?
Tends to the stables. You think you're real tough, huh? This killing is meaningless. He just stares at you with his watery eyes.
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that pig fucking mouth off his face.
Lance Corporal, just fucking shut up and wait for your order.
He is not used to commanding or leading. He feels uncomfortable.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Kill.
Yeah?
Good.
I just need a little time to figure this out. It was someone else. Someone who's not here now.
How fucking...
Gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun.
His fingers are twitching. That's a draw reflex. He's about to draw.
A lot of people could have gotten to that roof, like Gart, the cafeteria manager. Actually, they are here. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. I've changed my mind. I can still change my mind, right? One of them? I mean, you can sow like distrust between them, maybe. Let's do it. They are here. It's one of you.
One of us? You saying we? What if I just shot one of your
There's a
pals
dangerous gleam in his eyes.
right now? Huh? How about the killed? Go ahead. Tell me we fucking killed our own colonel one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her.
Fuck.
Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand, swaying, pointed at her. You move your mouth like
No,
a
she wasn't
fish
even there.
gasping for air. He pulls
Holy
the
shit.
trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle.
Fuck.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something.
I'm okay.
The woman
I'm
grabs her
okay.
left side. She's down. Her white shirt soaks a blood red around her abdomen. She gasps for air.
She's not. She's bleeding out. If she doesn't get help in 10 minutes, she'll die.
The man starts pulling something out of his pocket.
Gene! Cancel
The big man raises his hand.
Now!
He'll be ripped apart. They all will. The moment the third man opens fire, and he knows it.
The Wild Pines does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people. We're working together. She knew you're out of control. She told me. They're not going to forgive you.
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else.
Okay, let me just say one
Get him
thing.
Distracted.
Fucking waste.
Talk about the hanged man. Come on. Son of a bitch!
Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it.
I feel like I got to know your dead friend during our investigation. Am I sure? He's already shot one person.
Even better, it
No.
will further destabilize him, cost him time, and maybe
Ah.
even lives.
I feel like I got to know your dead friend during our investigation.
Don't fucking talk to me about
He squeezes the
my
words
brother
out from
going
between his clamped lips, his hand on the pistol.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. You're all drunk, look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Yeah? So what? You should be drunk too. Or, like, drunker. You don't want to die sober, do you?
I don't need a drink right now, for God's sake. The gardener just got shot.
Fucking horrible. A girl
Yes.
got shot. Because of you? Only warm alcohol will
Well, maybe
help
that's why I
soothe the
turned to
guilt.
drink.
Shut up. Let him think. Too much is on the line. He's not gonna fuck it up because of you.
I like this dichotomy right now between my electrochemistry and my volition. It's really nice. Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government ordained super soldier.
Enough already. What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat.
Interrupt me again and I will execute you.
The gardener is dying. Where's Claudia?
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
The manager calls down from the balcony.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
Damn it.
We should have
Damn it.
arrested her.
The lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
92% chance. Okay.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion.
Look through the smoke rising from the barrel.
The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow, like a waterfall.
Look at Courtenaire.
There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward. eyes filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Kim? Where's Kim? Blink, think. Ah!
The shot rings and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
Uh-oh.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim knowing rises from within. Half of your body must be gone.
This is says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale. Ah.
Then, 2 shots ring, and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see
Who screamed?
who got hit. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger.
We're not gonna we're not gonna look him in the eye.
The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes.
Evade. Game over?
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop!
Touch your lower
He's
body.
down.
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness.
What parts
takes
of me are
everything
missing?
you've got. Most of what's down
Oh
there.
God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Who cares?
That's true.
No
What do
one
I
wants you
see?
Anyway. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding
A
out.
silhouette appears, crouching over you. Hear a familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. Live fast. Die old. Once from the pain. Kim, I lied. About not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything. Really, that would be interesting. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there. I like these. I like the apricot one.
Stay with me.
I can't forget it, even when I drank so much. It said I have a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul? She would have started loving me again, but I called her, and now she won't. Please call her, Kim. She won't listen to me. I can't forget it, even when I drank so much.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me?
The lieutenant pushes down on your wound hard.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him, a slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Scream immediately.
No, Kim!
No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles, and your eyes are full of fear. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim.
Fall into total
The
darkness.
whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One
No,
more
let me back into the
door.
fight. I have to save Kim.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There was a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world. You're thirsty. Reach for the glass of water by the bed. The world is still there. Sleep some more.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
What's happening?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Huh. Where am I? Oh, this is the whirling in rags, but it's all fixed up. How long has it been? What happened? Kim,
Sunrise, Arabella.
Lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room, with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. The room. It's clean. The room. It's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse.
Ouch.
Water. It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Kim, you took it off?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
What did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that
My
on
gun.
your-
It's engraved on it. Is
It
it
served you well.
war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is
He looks out the window.
I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off for now.
Good.
Barely. Yes, we have also completely failed.
What happened?
That's okay. What happened? You shot the major in
Is
the
he
face.
dead?
A firefight ensued. Yes.
A
Swallow.
blood-stained killer.
As retaliation, the rifleman shot you. He hit. With his carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it,
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me.
There's a
He
pause.
did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name.
Eugene?
Yes.
Nod.
He's still alive too. You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got a jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened.
Damn. The lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room. I thought you only smoked one a day. And they're
This
all
is the
dead.
one.
All three of the contractors?
The Pole was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral.
Why?
The company is yet to retaliate. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly.
He breathes in fumes,
Or
thinking.
Maybe they are simply taking their time and will
How many
attack
casualties
I don't know.
on the Union side total?
5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one. He
There's a
took
pause.
a lot of bullets. And Elizabeth too.
She didn't.
Elizabeth
Damn it,
Beaufort
she didn't
was her
make it?
name. The gardener. No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership.
If I would have presented the theory better to their leader.
She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince them.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken
And
for
that's
ghosts.
All.
a total disaster. An absolute disaster. It's a total shit show, Kim. Not that bad, all things considering. I don't see how it could have gone any better. An absolute disaster.
Yes, officer. 6 people are dead. It's not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are
He smiles.
still alive. Both of us.
His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has
How bad am I hurt?
medicinal purposes.
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps. No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection
Can I
was
walk?
treated with mercurochrome. We will see.
You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to...
Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that
You don't care about me at
he
all.
says,
Is that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to
Odd.
join you on
You haven't
site.
seen any, have you?
I'm sure they're worried
There's a
about
pause.
you.
If not my station, then who treated me? Thank
I
you.
did.
Are you hurt?
No need. Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her coming.
Okay,
Stupid of
get
me.
up. Very slowly.
Easy
Lieutenant
now.
turns double again. Before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How
Yeah,
are you?
my disco days are done. Who cares? Who cares about me? It doesn't matter. I'm very bad, Kemp. Things are very bad.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, just looks at you teetering on your feet. He thinks you should sit back down. Back straight now. You're not sitting anywhere.
What happens now, Kim? You don't
I
know?
honestly don't know.
Good, because I totally do.
Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now.
Joyce is gone?
And Joyce has left too. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Oh, that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death
He looks out the
squad.
window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible
His voice is
suspect.
calm, matter-of-factly. This is because I'm a La Puta Madre's peon, isn't it?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not
The
a
fucking
decisive
Maybells,
factor
Kim.
in this
The
case.
flowers. Yank it out and
What?
show the dried flowers while it falls to pieces. This one, remember?
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You
There was
don't
a
have to
hole in
keep
the out
everything.
in the ouch wall. Someone was checking her out.
I don't know.
The goddamn
That's
footprints.
been there for years. Yes, God curse the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable.
An antique bullet from a Bell McGrave 446 millimeter. How hard could it be to find one? How hard could it be?
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around from the war, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is that makes that bullet useless.
There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches. Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so
I can't believe they're
mysterious.
fucking useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
It's simple. We have to locate communism. Communism killed them.
I'm afraid we may not be able to locate communism. detective,
Communism
on
is
account
making
of
a
being
massive comeback, Kim.
Ideology does not have anything to do with the murder investigation at hand.
You know what I
Sorry,
think
it
about
does not.
solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard. Actually, I want to talk about this crime some more before I tell you what I think about it, about its hardness. It's hard.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must
You're not
be
ready to give
making
up, are you?
dizzy.
No.
I'm
Are
ready.
you ready to limp? Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust.
Start with Mrs. Cartazine Alize's room upstairs.
Why
He
not?
extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Okay, well, we've got a skill point. Let's increase my... I don't know. I don't really know what to do after this. This is, crazy. It's Monday again. Got a lot to do. Day 8. I'm just kind of baffled that what happened just happened. And I wonder how many different variations of that scene there are. If there are really that many. Newly replaced glass shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside, back in the world again. The stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speakers. With its right speaker. Look, the door is open. You can walk into Kim's room. Okay, I mean, you got a much smaller room, buddy. The alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Medicinal supplies in the cupboard. Mercurochrome, a scalpel, antibiotics. Okay, that's what saved my life, I guess.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You may have notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. Point to yourself. I'm such a burden. I should just fuck off. I saw apocalyptic visions of the darkness, behind darkness, behind darkness. I thought I was dead for a moment.
Back there on the plaza, I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism has damaged you more than bullets have. We should go.
Can I go out this door? No? Okay. Alright, I suppose we should pick a skill, huh? To level up. That seems to be the best course of action. Do we want to keep trying to get these things done? Probably. But I kind of feel like I should get one of these. We've neglected our physique. Pain threshold seems pretty important right now, huh? Maybe shivers. Let's get shivers. Let's get more in tune with the world. Alright. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. I guess so. Looks like she left something on the table. How'd nobody see this?
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. She seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked. Deliberate.
What could this gift be?
Focused.
I am not drawing my gun, yet, but I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay?
Okay, no more radio traps. Did she leave all her drugs behind? No.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush.
Kinda hoping the gift would be in here. She really cleaned this out.
Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
Alright. Let's go see what this gift is. What? A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof.
This window is pristine, at least on the inside. A red thread has been taped to the glass using adhesive tape. It trembles ever so slightly in the cold wind.
This is ballistics. She's left a
How
trajectory.
did nobody see this
for us.
before? The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly. Run your finger over the surface of the glass.
The glass
What happened
is cold
here?
from the air flowing in. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him. The red thread bisecting the room shows the trajectory.
Where does it
of
come
the
from?
bullet. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona.
Where does the
behind
thread lead?
his back. Maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin first,
Inspect the ghostly
thread
figures.
will make sense. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes fast.
Have a look at point A, the roof.
Ruby ruled this out vehemently. The shot would have been heard from downstairs, where no one heard it. The likelihood of A prime has fallen drastically. You may be looking for a sniper. The shot had to come from a greater distance, beyond A prime. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of
Extrapolate the
origin of
radius to include
Martinez?
all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those
Look at the
are too
B,
fine to zoom in.
point B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind
Okay,
direction
about B double
into
prime,
a-
Land's End. It's the radio tower, right?
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too
What about
far-fetched.
point B triple prime, the islet?
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable, but it is a possibility. Then there's the thread the witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event. Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it.
I extrapolated all the points of origin. Now, where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island.
She's trying to tell us that the shot came from the islet.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the threat
He
seems
nods.
to point.
There are ruins on that islet. A sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer. Looks out the window and onto the bay. How does she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I just don't know.
Indeed, neither do I.
He's used to knowing who to trust. This makes him...
This is also one of the few places in Martinez we haven't been to.
So it is.
For a second he seems...
You seem enthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this renewal.
Maybe we need to go to the island. The wind blows in from the open window. Lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. I don't have anything to say. This is just something we have to do, Kim. Kim, let's go to the fucking island. I'm going to the island. Are you in?
Of course.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says,
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop,
Lillian,
but she's
the net
gone.
picker. She's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course.
Blink.
The village. Let's go.
Okay. Well, it would seem that I'm not going to be finishing this game today. I thought we were a lot closer, but I guess not. Oh boy. The thread is tied to the antenna. And we are 74 experience points away from the next level. But I think that is where we're going to end the episode for today, guys. Yeah, we made a lot of progress. I suspect I suspect we're in like the end game. I think. But I don't know for sure. I guess we'll find out. It seems like we're further away from solving this case than we've ever been. Which I guess is sort of what we're supposed to be feeling right now. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for today. Until the next episode, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.